Hi Pisces, welcome to your weekly forecast for October 3rd through the 9th. We got a full moon coming up on the 9th, and as a water sign and as a sign associated with the moon, you may be feeling those vibes kind of intensely as we get closer to the 9th. But we're going to look at the cards and see what messages are coming up here for the Pisces collective, Pisces sun, moon, and rising. I feel like we need one more shuffle. Alrighty, let's see what's coming up here, Pisces. Move you just a little bit closer. Okay. First card coming up for the Pisces collective is the Two of Cups. Okay. Now, those of you who watch my channel, you know in the weekly forecast, I focus on other things. This is driving me crazy. Let me fix this. Hold on. It's like not even. Okay, so those of you who watch my readings, you know that in the weekly forecast, I focus on everything other than love, and I do the love reading separate. Sometimes love and romance creeps into the weekly forecasts, and it's been happening for a lot of the signs for this week. So there could be an element here of love and romance. Some of you may be manifesting here a significant soulmate. But for me, Two of Cups is specifically like giver meeting giver. Unfortunately, when we're people who give, we attract people who take, and takers take until there's nothing left to take, and then they bounce. And so some of you have had this experience, and now you're dealing with someone who's also experienced that. And these are two people that are filling each other's cup and emotionally invested in the relationship. And so this is the kind of relationship that can go on forever because both people are watering, the other person, or filling the other cup. And so somebody who cares about your feelings and your needs and is being attentive and caring. This is also harmony, good communication. Pisces, I feel that what a lot of you are releasing in this full moon energy is fears around love and fears around vulnerability. Also fears around like talking about your feelings. Maybe in the past it hasn't been safe. Maybe in the past you open up, you talk about your feelings, and the people that you've dealt with have used that as ammunition against you down the line. And so I feel like you're releasing those experiences and releasing fear about them and manifesting or calling in harmonious communication. It's safe for you to talk about your feelings. It's safe for you to be vulnerable because you're no longer dealing with manipulation or manipulative people. This could even be in the scope of friendships if you're not really interested in love or romance. Maybe friendships have been a little toxic. And so you're manifesting harmonious connections, harmonious relationships, positive communication, and being able to share your feelings and still be safe. And, I feel also like calling into your life people who build you up, people who lift you up, people who reassure you. Where maybe in the past it's always you. It's always, make me feel better, Pisces. I have a problem. This is what's going on. I feel like crap. Pisces, help me, And so now it's like, you're like, okay, I don't mind doing that, but I need someone who's going to do it for me. And so here it is. It's that reciprocal energy. The next card coming up here for Pisces collective is the Ace of Swords. And this is a great card to have come up, especially as we're coming into a full moon. Ace of Swords can be victorious energy, victory, resolution to a conflict or a problem, finding a solution to something that's been plaguing you. But those of you who watch my readings, you've heard me say the Ace of Swords for me in my readings comes up a lot when there's a clearing happening in the crown chakra. So you're clearing away all limited beliefs, all false beliefs, low vibrational frequencies, low vibrational ways of thinking, negative thoughts, negative self-talk, and you're seeing solutions where once you saw problems. I feel that a lot of you, for whatever reason, have been seeing yourself as like imprisoned in your life, like you're not free and you can't do what you truly want to do, or you can't be with who you truly want to be with, or you want a relationship and you can't have a relationship because of, this and because of that. Like, it's just simply not for you. And I feel like this is all false thought, all false thinking. And the Ace of Swords is coming up in the way where it's like, well, now I see through the illusion. And I realize that I do have a choice. I realize that there is a solution, that I'm not imprisoned, right? I'm not stuck to, in other words, Pisces, I feel like a lot of you are living life right now in a way where you feel like this is my fate and I've just succumbed to it. That this is how it has to be. And you're feeling like you're like in a bit of like a isolation tank in a way. And it doesn't have to be that way. And you're beginning to see that. You're beginning to see resolution. You're beginning to see solution. You're beginning to see where the limited and the false thinking is. And you're thinking more clearly. You're also coming into efficiency. Ace of Swords for me is an efficient way of doing things. Doing things in a way that are giving you positive results more quickly and aren't requiring so much of you energetically and financially. A lot of you have been working yourselves to the bone, and you're realizing it doesn't have to be so hard. It doesn't have to be so complicated. You can work smarter, not harder, and that's the energy you're coming into. And you're releasing the things in this full moon that have prevented you from doing that till now. The next card that's coming up for the Pisces collective is the Three of Swords. So this could be sadness, this could be loss, this could be a sense of betrayal. But I'll tell you what it is. As we're talking about this mental clearing here with this Ace of Swords and clearing away the false thoughts and all of the ways in which you feel trapped and like seeing truth and coming to victory. The Three of Swords is, I feel like in this Ace of Swords mental clearing, you may also be having epiphanies and seeing the ways certain people have held you back or certain people have given you not so great advice. They've been giving you advice to do the things that benefit them and not things that benefit you. And so you may be realizing also here sacrifices that you made for people, things that you did for people that were not worth your while, or for people who didn't deserve it. And so I feel in this full moon energy, my dears, you have to release that. You have to let yourself mourn that. The same way we mourn someone who's passed away, you may have to mourn and release past relationships of people that like you thought they were far better than they actually were, but you got involved with them, whether it was romantically, business, friendship. For some of you, it's family, and you're realizing that, wow, you're kind of a really lousy person. So we try not to be judgmental, but let's face it, some people are not so great. And so you may be realizing like wow, you are really, really something else, that you put me through this, or that I made these sacrifices for you, or I listened to you and I missed out on opportunities, or I missed out on friendships, or you caused me to cut everybody off for you, and then you mistreated me, or you put me through this. Like, I feel like there's memories that might be coming up and things that you're just gonna have to let come to the surface and let it out. You may have a good cry. You may have a good cry. And if you're somebody who's creative, you may have some creation coming out of it, right? So maybe you're going to have like some really amazing, beautiful, powerful paintings or sculptures or poems or songs or whatever it might be, like coming out of this release. But I feel here is like you're realizing people who've steered you wrong, people who are currently steering you wrong. You're going to open your eyes and realize what they're doing. And just past relationships and past losses where you're like, here this whole time I've been mourning this person or mourning this relationship, and I'm realizing how terrible they've been to me or how manipulative they've been. Your eyes are opening, Pisces, and that's a good thing. The next card that's coming up here is the King of Wands. This could be fire sign energy, specifically masculine fire sign energy. This could be an Aries, a Scorpio. No, not a Scorpio. I don't know why I keep saying Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio, and maybe I'm just like really I don't know, guys. Please forgive me. Scorpio is obviously not a fire sign. I think for a moment I thought of the Emperor, right? And Emperor is Aries and Scorpio, and that's why Scorpio came out of my mouth. But King of Wands is fire sign energy, so that would be Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries, a Sagittarius, or a Leo. If you have fire sign placements, you may be focusing on those areas of your life. Some of you may be mending something with a fire sign. This Three of Swords next to the King of Wands makes me feel that for some of you, there could be a fire sign that's coming forward and giving you an apology. And that apology is just like opening up the floodgates and making you realize like really how hurt you've been. This could be an older sibling. This could be a father or father figure. For some reason, I feel it's like family, something within family. But there may be an apology coming your way that is just really causing you to have a really powerful release. You're like, I didn't realize I needed this so bad. I didn't realize how much not having it has affected me. And that in itself can be a whole nother can of worms, because you're like, why couldn't you have done this 20 years ago? Why couldn't you have you done this before? But look, Pisces, okay? Everything happens when it's meant to happen. And everything that's happened between then and now has happened for a reason and has brought you certain blessings. And more blessings are on the way. So this feels like a bit of an emotional roller coaster over the next week, but let's face it, full moon energy can be that way anyway, especially for us water signs. I'm not a Pisces, but I am a water sign, and we know how to ride that emotional roller coaster. But I feel here like it's tremendous release, and opening up and receiving love. So be gentle with yourselves in the coming days, my dears. You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign. Some weeks your moon sign and rising sign might resonate more than your sun sign. I do have a playlist in the description of the weekly forecasts, so you can find them more easily. Love readings for October are also linked in the description. If you want to schedule a private reading with me, there's a link that takes you to my scheduling page, calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. At the time of posting this video, I am having a sale on the 60-minute and 30-minute video readings. 60-minute video readings are typically $150. Right now I'm doing them for $111. 30-minute video readings are typically $65. Right now I'm doing them for $44. You may want to check out the other readings. I do have other readings available that cost less. If anything looks good to you, please feel free to schedule a reading. I thank you all for watching, and I hope you'll come back tomorrow and check out the card of the day, the daily messages that I've been posting. If not, thanks for watching. I hope you'll come back next week and check out next week's weekly forecast. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Have a fabulous week, my dears and my darlings. Bye, Pisces.